Also, you didn't put any like condiments.
Yeah, because okay.
Bro, why didn't you put any condiments, man?
Because like we're at a Chinese restaurant.
Oh.
Like the title of this video will be.
Oh wait, should I record on this?
I think I'll just like enhance the audio.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
probably
think there's
do
like a audio enhancer. I was thinking of the title of the video being "We will never exceed over our opinions of ourselves. We will never exceed over the opinions we have of ourselves." Yeah.
We will never exceed over the opinions that we have of ourselves. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Chat, does this make sense?
This is a more experimental video because we're eating and talking at the same time. I think
We're not gonna do the thing where we fast forward through our talking because that's a little cringe in my opinion, and I hope he doesn't do it. But we are gonna
fast. What?
Yeah, fast forward. You know those compilations of where people.
Yeah, we're gonna include the eating.
Yeah, we're gonna include the eating and the talking.
So today I have jjajangmian.
Today
You want it?
I don't know what that is.
牛肉面 beef noodle.
First, this is my first time in a Chinese in this Chinese noodle place. Oh yeah, by the way, do you know what the name of the noodle place is?
Shout out to 大碗面.
Now, what does that mean?
Big bowl noodles. Okay. So I'm gonna like give the context. Like 2 days ago and including last night, I watched the same TED Talk twice. And the title of the TED Talk was basically like how to eliminate self-doubt and how to eliminate self-doubt completely. And like it gave some very encouraging and like not even encouraging, it was just like really insightful thoughts that I've not really thought before. And this video will be kind of like my takeaway from that video, and we're gonna discuss how we can like how this will apply. And today like we had like a little Bible study with Tiago. It was really good. And then
his topic was over influence and how we get influenced over, like how having bad friends will influence you to do bad things, obviously. And Zach related that video in what way?
He was sharing like basically about friendships and how your friends will influence you. And I'm gonna try to summarize the video of what I was thinking. I'm gonna eat a little bit first.
Is this like appetizing?
No, you just eat. It's just food.
Okay.
Chinese food.
Oh, okay. I think Dutch.
I think they're talking about, I hope they're talking about food.
Guys, I low-key suck at using chopsticks, so please, like, don't berate me in the comments. This is like my second time using chopsticks.
Okay. What was the question Tiago asked?
Tiago asked the question,
Okay,
what
I
is a
remember
good friend?
No, that was, I didn't talk about anything like that. Okay. We can still talk about that. He was basically saying how your friends will influence you. And I started talking. So up until the age of 7, we make, when we hit the age of 7, by then our frontal cortex, like this part of the brain, is like we start making decisions. We all know this, right? So what this means is like, for example, in the video, it made an example like, okay, so you go to this restaurant and you have the healthier option and the less healthy option. And this is when we use our frontal lobe to make the decision, right?
Yeah.
And through that, like we'll choose, like if McDonald's and we choose fries. That's like the unhealthier option, right? But over time, what happens if every time we go, we make this decision, and what our body does is like through natural selection and through like, I guess, the design of our body is like. We have this part of the brain, which animals don't have, is because we have this, and the decision that we make with this part of the brain, our body will adapt to it. So by choosing the unhealthy option, the body will not do anything about it. The body will think, okay, so because my frontal lobe told me we chose this, that means it must know better. So this must be the better option. So the body doesn't do anything about it. So eventually over time, we like if we always make this, we choose this option over and over, it will become a habit. In the video, he used like a more professional term for habit. It was like,
Let's just say habit.
yeah, habit. No, but it was a cool word. I like specifically like try to remember it.
Okay.
Anyways, so when it becomes a habit, the decision is no longer made in the frontal lobe because then it's made in the middle part of the brain, and it becomes what we do, right? We go to McDonald's and we order this as what we usually would do. It becomes a habit, and so what this has to do with influence and the thing, your opinion that like you will never exceed over your opinion is that. Wait.
Keep thinking.
I kind of lost my thoughts. Is this my habit? Is it a habit of losing my thoughts?
He does have this habit a lot.
Maybe if I eat, then I'll remember. Actually, I don't think that's true, but.
Wait, while you think of it, something, can I just interject with my own thoughts? Alright, this is completely randomly off topic, but Zach and I, along with 2 other people, had this discussion/debate about AI. I was mainly focused on generative AI or AI art, right? And I didn't see the benefits of using AI that is not generative. So like, imagine you have a game, right? And you have enemies in the game. The enemies that are designed to do specific things are using AI. So AI in that sense is good, but generative AI is not. And there's AI that can detect breast cancer, or I don't know. There was a post that said something about AI detects breast cancer before it even develops, or in its most infinitesimal stages, and that's a good part of AI. And I think we should use those parts of AI and not generative AI. But yeah, I just wanted to add on to that.
It's just like AI actually used as a tool, just not in creative
Fields.
Yeah.
Like art or music making or video making or whatever. Ooh, he's got the skills. I didn't even show my pita bread.
I hope the video is not blurry the whole time. Never mind. It's the audio that matters.
Okay, yeah. It's okay. You can.
Actually, I need to check if it's recording. Okay.
So the main point of this video is about that we will never exceed the opinion that we have over ourselves. So are you meaning to say that we won't like ever get better? Like we won't ever exceed like the bad parts of ourselves? Like I'm still not understanding.
Okay, that leads me to the point. You got me back on track. You see, like the statement, we will never exceed over our opinions of ourselves, is a fact, right?
Yeah.
Because if I really think that I am only this good, I will never even try to go better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Because only if I have the ambition and the motivation to go beyond, then that's like when I will pursue that.
But then you are exceeding that expectation that you have on yourself.
Yeah, that's because you first had the opinion.
Yeah.
And so this leads me back to the point. So where do we get our opinions, right? A lot of our opinions about ourselves, majority comes from our childhood, right?
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm just gonna like quote the entire TED Talk.
Go for it. We're gonna be here for a while, so we might as well.
Okay, so a dad and their son are in the supermarket, right? The dad is going through a lot. He has like really high credit card debt, and like he this morning had an argument with his wife, right? So he's in the supermarket and he's like frustrated about all these things, right? And now we have name the kid.
Dylan.
Dylan. We have little Dylan. Dylan doesn't. In Dylan's world, there are no credit card debts, nor arguments with wife, I guess. But you see, and then Dylan finds this toy that he really wants, and kids are persistent. So Dylan consistently says, "Daddy, I want a toy. Daddy, I want a toy. Daddy, I want a toy." And then what happened with the dad is he gets really pissed off, and he wants to be a good dad, and he like snaps out and just says, "You're not good enough. You don't deserve a toy, and you're not getting a toy today." Right? See, the dad did not mean this, right?
Yeah.
Really, the dad loves Dylan, and must have been an accident, right? But Dylan doesn't hear that. He doesn't understand why his dad said that. He doesn't. He understands. He understood only exactly what he said, but not the context behind why he said it. Because
okay, yeah. Let me interject here. It just reminded me of the phrase impact over intent. So the words that the dad said on the kid have more of an impact on what the child is going to perceive of himself in the future than what the intent behind those words were from the dad. The dad can apologize and say, I didn't mean it. But the impact of those words could still ring true to the kid's like future when he's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, or even going into his adult life. Is that what you're getting at?
yeah. So what might happen is that Dylan doesn't live in a world with credit card debt and arguing with wife. So he will only have heard that, oh, I am not good enough, I don't deserve a toy. And what this might do to him, this will become an opinion he has of himself. Because that's what kids do. Kids listen to what their parents says about them.
Yeah, because it must be true.
And he might live the rest of his life trying to prove that he's better than this. He deserves what he wants. Right? And this is true about a lot of problems that we can have. We can even think of more problems.
Let's think.
No, we can do that later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish my point. So besides the opinions that we get through our childhood, a lot of the opinions we get is through the people that we have around us. Right? I can be in a group setting. No. I can have my group of friends, right? And if my group of friends are constantly
Berating you.
telling me that the stuff, my ambitious dreams and all of that are totally impossible. Worthless, impossible, and not worth chasing after, right? Then it's very, very likely that I will become the same way. And I will, because that's the law of influence, right? You will always adapt to your environment, right? Unless you isolate yourself, which will be like another big problem, I think. So personally, I realize this now, like after TED Talk. It's like I really try to surround myself with people. Like in my case, my dream of working in the cinema film industry, right? So I'm always trying to find people around me that are already in the industry and people who
will support those dreams.
Not even in a way supporting, like I
Or
guess
they say like, oh, that is achievable.
yeah, no, just they have achieved.
Okay.
See, like through their experience, I surround people with experiences that I want to have.
Okay.
And I think everyone should do that. I'm not saying we should stop talking to the friends that
But then what
aren't
about,
so supportive.
Okay, but here's the thing. And then you would live in an echo chamber, just like not like yes mans, obviously, but you would live in like a place where you're like, oh, I'll be able to achieve my dreams no matter what. Blah 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 blah. Right?
You'll be like delusional, you're saying?
Yeah. Like obviously, I want people to chase their dreams, right? But I don't want them to go into the movie, like the film industry, not knowing what's gonna happen. But there is some wise people who like already know that. Like I hope Zach knows like the struggles that could come with the film industry, or like even getting like recognized. So he would be very like try to be wise about it, right? But I think there's a lot of people who don't know the struggles that could go into like art, engineering, medical, or whatever, like stuff like that. They don't know those struggles of getting into those careers. And if they just surround themselves with people who say, oh, yeah, you should, I already did this, you can do this as well, then they won't know. And maybe through just like isolating themselves into this one thing, they won't realize what their true calling is to doing, like maybe instead of medical, they could go into a creative field. But I think that's a little deviating from your point.
What is the point?
Yeah, what is the point of this?
I don't think the point has to be what the title of the video is.
So is there no point to this video? Or is there a point that you were trying to convey?
If you want to spend the rest of the video just saying how your group of friends will influence you, then we can name it to
How are you?
your friend's opinion will determine your opinion. But you know, that's not necessarily always true. But it is very likely because we get influenced.
Yeah, being influenced is very easy. I would know.
That guy is holding the paper for Cinemateca.
What is Cinemateca?
It's a cinema I went yesterday.
Oh, you should go up to him and say, hey, I went to that yesterday.
He has headphones. So I would talk to him. It's funny, I recognize that. But so I'm not saying you should like stop talking to all your friends, like your friends who are not supportive. Like personally, I would rather be delusional than extremely realistic. That's a personal choice.
You have to have a little bit of both, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you had to choose,
like if I had to choose one extreme, I
would also choose to be extremely delusional
rather than extremely realistic.
Yeah, because being extremely realistic would kill. Like, suppose I wanted to do like a coding project, and my friend is like, "Hey, you kind of suck. Don't do this." Like, or like it's pretty unachievable what you're trying to do. Or like even telling myself that, then I would never try to chase those dreams of making a coding project. Right?
I just realized it's impossible to not be delusional at all. It's possible, but then like it's always the delusion that's driving you to improve.
Yeah.
See, if I have this coding project and I have no imagination, delusion of how it's gonna turn out, and I'm only thinking that I'm terrible now, then I will never get better. Like if I just keep telling myself, okay, I'm terrible, so I'm not gonna do this. But if I don't do this, I'm not gonna get better. I'm not gonna get better.
I think you might be mixing delusion with ambition.
Tell me the difference.
Delusion, I think, is convincing yourself of a reality that's not true. Like, all my friends love me. I'm not the problem. Like, suppose you're in a situation. Okay, delusion versus ambition. What do you think?
I understand, I think.
Ambition is where you have that drive that pushes you forward to go to those like dreams, right? Delusion is like seeing yourself in like a really bad financial situation and you not being able to like realistically code or do whatever, but you're still convincing yourself, oh, I'm gonna be able to code. So I don't know. There's a difference. There's a fine line between ambition and delusion.
She wants me, bro. She wants me.
That's delusion. Ambition is knowing. Ambition is knowing that you can do it. Like you can get a girl.
Search up the difference. I'm curious now.
But what do you think of that? The difference between ambition and delusion? Do you think there is a difference?
Yeah, there's definitely a difference. I believe the definition of delusion is not convincing of a false reality. I mean, you can be delusional about the present and delusional about the future. And now that's different because the future is not. Okay, let's say the future is not determined. Okay, we don't know about the future. So, I think it should be justified to say.
Is it okay to use the AI overview, or should I look at the actual credible source?
Ask the audience. Should he use the AI overview? Or comment yes or no.
Since I'm against AI, I'm not.
Just wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think this is enough food.
Should we get some? It's only, I guess, pretty cheap. Huh?
We're not finishing this?
I will finish this. I'm just looking up the difference. Okay. I'm taking this from the Medium.
It's not that deep. Just get the definition.
I guess. A delusion is a belief that is held with strong conviction despite superior evidence to the contrary.
Okay.
Ambition is a purposeful, action-oriented drive to achieve big goals. And it has planning involved. And strategy. So what do you think now?
I think the big goal can still have I think the big goal can still seem impossible. Like seem what was the word, like something on the contrary?
Contrary to the
A lot of like factors on the I don't know.
Despite superior evidence to the contrary. That's what this was.
Superior evidence. I believe the big goal of ambition can still have superior evidence on the contrary.
Against the contrary.
You can be ambitious about your delusional goal. Then you will just be setting up strategies to reach that delusion.
I see. Like,
I think it's like the two words are not like the same structure to be compared that way.
yeah. Okay.
Because the delusional is describing the what's the word, like how realistic.
Ambition is planning and strategy involved. Delusion
Okay. Delusion is describing how realistic the goal is, like how impossible it is, and ambition is how you view the goal and how
you plan to get to that.
how you will try to get there.
Yeah.
You can ambitiously try to get there, and that would mean just setting up goals and setting up actually trying, right? For example, trying to get involved with people who's already achieved that delusional goal.
Yeah.
Well, I think you like if you're not being ambitious, then you would just I don't want to use the word delusional because like Like, what's the opposite of, like, what's another way you can pursue the goal without strategizing? What's the word for trying to reach a goal without strategy?
Using ChatGPT.
What?
Okay. What's another way you can achieve a goal without planning for it? Just winging it?
What's the word for that?
Winging it. There's no word for that. It's just like, it's like an emotion. You don't describe an emotion.
And that's just like a dream. Everyone have a dream. But like not everyone, rarely do people reach the dream. Like I can say right now that I have a dream to be an astronaut. Even though like realistically, my delusional goal is not even
Achievable.
Is not even trying to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
Where are we getting with this?
You need to surround yourself with friends that support your delusion. Oh no. Okay. The one right before
Support ambition.
this. Yeah. And then the thing after this was, would you rather be completely delusional or completely realistic? Yeah, sure. So that is why I would rather be completely delusional.
I have a lot of people in my life who's like really delusional and really realistic. Like personally,
In
I
fact-
talked about this in the last video about Scott. He's like a really unrealistic adult. And in the same setting, we have Alex. Alex is he's my boss, right? He's really realistic. The two are in a way both successful, but in different ways. Scott is like low-key unemployed. He does not have technically a job. He gets like paid through coaching climbing. And through what he says like, you know, he doesn't take things so seriously like how adults are expected to. And sometimes this is negative for him. And I see these two people's lives. Alex lives a really stable and
Realistic.
realistic and structural life. And Scott, on the other hand, both are happy. Both are very happy. Neither of these are wrong. Okay, this is just my observation. And Scott, on the other hand, he's like kind of like all over the place. He's like a teenager in an adult's body.
Teenager peaked in high school.
I don't know if he dropped out or not. I don't know.
Alex is Daniel's dad. I only know Alex, I don't know Daniel. I mean, Scott. So, let me think of a question.
Let me think of a question to ask. What would be a good question to ask? What's the question?
What is the better approach to life? The Alex way or the Scott way? In your life, in your future, where do you see yourself going?
It depends how like your head is structured. Like, this is what Alex told me actually, because he studies psychology. I really also want to study psychology. It's like a lot of like what you study in university, like your major, will set a strong structure of how you view problems. So like he studies psychology, and so I guess this is his structure of how he views the world. And I don't know if Scott went to university, and that might be the reason. Okay.
Bro,
That means we all have.
touching straight.
He's on his like 15th gap year.
We love Scott. We love Scott, actually. I don't know.
Scott is cool. Scott said I was on his roster.
So suppose you went into filming. Would you go into the Scott way or the Alex way, where you're just structured throughout life? I think
you can do kind of like both. You can still be like. We cannot be. Okay, yeah. I'm not even saying Scott is delusional.
Yeah.
I think Scott is more just like carefree. I think Scott is actually pretty. He's pretty realistic. I mean,
is realistic in a carefree way.
He's realistic. He knows the facts,
Okay.
and he like takes them into consideration, and then he purposely ignore them to live a carefree
He's
life.
then that's delusion because he's going against the conscience. But actually,
No, but that's his like whole point. That's the whole meaning.
I don't want to drink the soup. So let's make a lot of oil. Should I drink the soup?
Do you want to share one more bowl of noodles?
Noodles? How about something else?
Maybe a bowl of dumplings.
Yeah, sure.
I'll drink the soup.
Yeah, sure.
But let's wrap it up. Actually, no. 老板，还可以点吗？汤饺子，汤饺，对吧？谢谢。Should I have cash? We have to pay cash.
You wait, what?
Donations are open now.
You don't have cash? I don't have any cash.
I think we'll figure it out.
I only have.
Oh, we're gonna pay by WeChat. And I have WeChat.
Oh, you have WeChat? But you have money?
I don't think so. It's okay. I can. Let's talk about the video.
What are you looking at?
They're filming like they're also filming a video on the other table in the Chinese restaurant. The Chinese restaurant always has sticky tables. I don't really like that.
Yes, is not sticky.
It's like here is kind of sticky.
Yeah, that's the worst. Okay.
Let's wrap up the video.
Okay, let me say one final point. I think having a structured life would be a very boring life for me. And I would rather surround myself with friends who are very like carefree.
Okay, actually, I just remembered the point we can make about the zoning out.
Okay.
So you see, I think it's the changes that we have in life that causes our life to appear longer. I think the key of living a longer life is to go through a lot of changes. That is my opinion. And I'll explain why. Just like how I said, a lot of our habits are no longer used by our frontal cortex and is made in the middle of the brain. It's like just like you drive home from school. I don't drive home from school every day, but like technically if I drive home from school every day and throughout that drive it's always the same, you'll reach home sometime and you'll realize, wait, where did all that like 30 minutes of driving go? Like, where did the 30 minutes of driving go? And this is why sometimes it's always when you do something new, something out of the ordinary, then it becomes something. Then you realize like time slows down.
Okay.
Like when you're in a really awkward situation, right?
Yeah.
Because awkward is unique, right?
We've all felt those situations, like awkward situations where it felt like everything slowed down for us.
Exactly, and that's always like in the awkward and like. See, we can always. I think it's when we are constantly making decisions, then life seems more meaningful because
time slows down.
because like there is even a phrase that we are our decisions, right? Our life is our decisions. If that is true, then that means the more decisions we make, then life will appear longer, right? So if you're constantly doing the same thing again, then you're not making enough decisions because those decisions are no longer made. You're doing the same thing. Everything becomes a habit. Everything becomes a routine, and you're just kind of just in a factory doing the same thing over and over again. Then life seems short.
Okay.
This is a really good point.
That's a pretty good point. Okay, let me add on to this. What if you get to a point in life where you make too many decisions at a time and it feels like
Time's too slow.
Yeah, time's no. What if the unordinary becomes ordinary in time?
The unordinary becomes ordinary.
Then do you finally introduce structure back into your life so it becomes unordinary again?
I think I will live a life of structure, of like going back and forth from structure and from routine to unpredictability.
Yeah. Okay.
I think my life right now is very unstructured.
And do you think
Besides like
it's longer?
school and climbing and Tumo.
So do you think that's like? Do you feel like your life feels longer?
Well, I try my best, and I try to take away scrolling as much as we can.
Yeah.
Scrolling is taking away. Just gonna take me back to zoning out and why life seems shorter when we're younger. Why do we think? You see, once we're born, right? When we reach, okay, we're born, and then this is the time. We're born, and we reach 1 year old. This whole year was 100% of your life, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to
2 years.
2 years. Now this 2 years, this year is 50% of your life, and so now, like, then over time your year will get shorter and shorter and shorter, even though time is not getting shorter.
Yeah.
So, and I hate that.
You hate that.
Yeah. So by now, if we calculate now,
I find beauty in it. Like how. Like
yes, there is beauty. We learn about this only when we get older, and that's when we try to slow it down.
But that's when it's too late. So that's why we should maximize the time we have now, right? Instead of scrolling all day.
Yeah, and the ugliness of this is scrolling is so as a kid we are constantly bored. Constantly bored.
Yeah. See, when I watched a video about this, where as a kid we used to try so many new things. Like everything was so new to us. Like skateboarding, that's new. Drawing, that's new. Music making, that's new. Going to sports, that's new. But when we get older and older,
My mom signed me up to be on like a television commercial.
what?
That was hella weird. Like, I remember clearly, like they asked me to like mimic myself mopping the floor in front of like a huge camera, and that was like really weird to me.
Okay.
I still don't remember why I did that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like that's all new to us as a kid, right? But when you get older, you start like walking in those habits that you want to do, like drawing, skateboarding, or art. Drawing and art is the same thing. But yeah, working out or whatever, you lock in those habits, and everything else feels so much less special to you because you feel like you've experienced it all. But really, you haven't really experienced everything that their life has to offer. And I think that's the beauty in it, where even though we feel like we've experienced everything life has to offer, we really haven't. And there's always new experiences to have.
I think, yeah, I agree. I'm gonna continue my point about like being bored as a kid.
Yeah.
At least everyone who was born like around 2007.
2000.
No, everyone born before 2010. Okay. You were not born in 2010.
Bro, we were both born in the same year.
Yeah, 2009 and below. We all grew up being bored. We were constantly bored. Like, oh, your parents take you here, and your parents are doing all this stuff. And what do? You're bored. You're trying to zone out. You're trying to find things to do. And that's what makes that. I think that's like a very, very important childhood experience to be bored, right? And I hate that now parents are taking that away. This gift of boredom is being taken away with iPads and phones. Right? I constantly see, like, especially in like in the Chinese culture, like the parents would just hand their phone to the kid, and the kid would just do whatever they want on the phone. And the kid is not bored anymore. They're 2,000% overstimulated.
They don't have that drive to find new things to do. They
Yeah.
already have that attention or that boredom already satisfied with the thing in front of them. So why should they?
Yeah.
Why should they have the drive to go outside?
See, I think. Wait a minute. I think is when you are a kid, before you're 7, right? You're constantly bored, and you're training your frontal lobe to try to make decision of finding things that aren't bored to you. Trying to find fun through. Trying to find stimulus and dopamine through boredom, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was bored, I would like walk on the table. This was like when I was like super bored. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. No, not the coolest thing, but I thought it was just so.
When I was a kid, I used to be on the bus, and everyone does this. They imagine a little kid, a little guy. For me, it was Sonic the Hedgehog. He was running up. He was grinding on rails. He was doing that. I always thought that was.
And this is like why we jump like this, you know?
Or like, I'm not gonna demonstrate it up here, but where you lay flat on the ground and you put your legs up like this.
Yeah.
You guys, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking. Like, imagine this is your legs, this is your body. You lay like this.
Your legs are here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. See, like we're training our brain to like find things that aren't fun to be fun. And I think it's through that we are training our brain to like to make fun things, right?
Yeah.
And we're taking this parents nowadays are taking this gift, this process of boredom and seeking joy through boredom.
Trivial things.
Yeah. By replacing it with a phone, we're like giving kids free, like we're bypassing the boredom to giving them straight stimulus, and this is terrible. This is so terrible. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but I think everyone has come to that conclusion in the past few years. But I think we haven't said anything new that nobody else has said. But
this is not a crazy discovery.
Yeah, obviously.
It is a fun discussion.
Yeah, obviously. But I think what I just realized is, as a kid, I never realized this. As a kid, we did like so many stupid things that we quote unquote boring things that we thought were fun, like doing this on the table, doing that on the wall, doing whatever. And I think kids nowadays are missing that fun experience, right?
Yeah, I have some like really fucked up child experiences that I don't want to tell anyone. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like put that out there.
Okay. Say that to me.
I might break the second half, like 2 videos,
Yeah.
part 2, because like the second part I think is a lot more.
Completely different topic.
It's a completely different topic.
See, I watched a video on how to find quote unquote motivation yesterday, and what it's reminding of the video where the guy advised you to just write, like get a journal and write, and just say like, oh, I'm writing with my right hand, and most people are right-handed, so therefore I don't have to worry about people like judging me for not for being left-handed or something. And then you can come up with the topic. Oh, judgment. I want to talk about being judged, right?
I do this every night actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we're doing. Like we're just talking, and then we'll find like a specific thing, like kids. Sorry, that sounds
like kids. Let's talk about kids.
Yeah, like
let's talk about.
We find that.
That's for another video. Talk about kids.
No, that was this video.
Yeah.
Where we find one topic and we just talk about that topic, and then we'll find another topic and we'll talk about that topic.
Must have been the way.
Yeah, must have been the way.
I think.
Like even now, I just described that whole process to you, and that's a completely different topic to what we were just talking about. Like,
also, I just have another thing. I noticed that I'm talking so much more comfortable today because notice how you are like.
Viewer.
Yeah, you're actually just viewing the conversation. Yeah. And I'm just talking to Ibsan. Yeah. That's why I'm so much more comfortable than rather like having the phone right here look at me. Like if you watch this video and then the other videos, like I stutter a lot less and I can make my point so much clearer. And I think that's.
I'm pretty cool, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Ibsan's back.
Yeah. Bro, I was
second video with Ibsan.
No, okay. Technically, we filmed a second video about the AI, but he hasn't uploaded it. So you're gonna see this video and remember me talking about AI and be like, Zach didn't upload a video about AI. What's this guy talking about?
I'm gonna like add even more points, like, cause.
Yeah, we'll have another AI discussion another day.
I'm gonna wait for my dumplings, and you're gonna.
Just like
I heard some people were watching our videos on the bathroom, like, in the bathroom. You can finish, stay in the bathroom. You can finish your meal,
but don't get hemorrhoids.
You can get off your bus. Once again, if you watched all the way till now,
comment
like this is.
Sorry guys.
This is like like this is like so meaningful to me. Like this is so significant.
Guys, if you watched all the way through this video, comment Apple.
Comment Apple. We did not write anything down. I brought like my notes.
Yeah, we're gonna plan on taking notes, but
I forgot.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys wanna like see my art real quick while we wait for my our dumplings? And we can do something while we wait for the dumplings, and then we'll cap up the video there.
I swear the video is like not filming. If it's not filming right now, I'm gonna crash it.
Guys, there's no Wi-Fi in the Chinese restaurant. Or like
There are no Wi-Fi in the Chinese restaurant.
the data is not loading, so therefore you cannot see my art.
What was I gonna say? Everyone who watched the video is invited to my birthday.
Everyone except L and S.
No. Thank you.
Thank you.